Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Dagz's tutorial on how to build a little house in Minecraft and how to arm it and trap it should your location of your base be discovered by Anonymous and your enemies and they want to plunder all of your good resources you've been working hard to get. If we get 15 likes on this video, I'll be sure to do another one of these videos, so make sure to smash that like button now. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. So this house is primarily built out of dark oak wood and stone bricks. So stone bricks are a really useful little building guide, or building block at least, because they're really easy to make. All you have to do is smelt up some stone or cobblestone in a furnace into smooth stone and put 4 of those in the block to turn it into stone brick, and you can get all different variations such as mossy, cracked, stairs, etc., which gives your buildings a lot of depth. So I've just started out with a little square base, basically all outlined by this dark oak wood here, and then I've added these stairs around the corners to give it some structural support. I've added some banners and this little doorway type effect here, just to give it that more of a 3D kind of look and to give it more depth, rather than just having your plain villager house, which is just a box, basically. So let's take a look inside. Inside of here, first thing I've done is add a light switch. So you want to turn these little lights on and off, these redstone lamps. You can switch that, turn them off, turn them on. You could also hook this up to a little pressure pad here, so they only come on when you're in the house or when you're out the house. But that requires a lot of redstoning and some flip-flops, so you might need a lot of area in your basement, which would kind of render your basement unusable if you really want a big light switch system. So in here we've got a little bench made out of birch planks and signs. We've also got a little kitchen area with a furnace, and that little stovetop made of an iron trapdoor and some plants and plant pots, as well as these chests on trapdoors to make it look like shelves. You could add more of these if you want, I just want to keep it minimal. I've also got a mezzanine balcony, so let's have a look up on the mezzanine balcony. So up here we've got our bed, our painting, a chest, and behind us our trusty prop 4 unbreaking free gear, our trusty sword Mavis, and our trusty shield John, just to keep us safe. Also for quick access, little fence here to jump down, and also you can access those chests from upstairs as well, so you don't need to come down if you want to access those chairs, so they're very reachable and accessible from all points. Down in the basement we have the redstone. The way this works is there's a redstone signal that comes from that lever upstairs, comes down here, activates this block, which then activates the pistons, which moves these redstone blocks, which are attached to the sticky pistons here. This determines whether these redstone lamps go on and off as this pistons move. So if you just watch whilst I flick this switch over here, we can see now the pistons are extended and the redstone lamps are deactivated. So also down here, what you can add in your basement could be a secret tunnel going all the way to, say, your XP farm, your grinder, your secret chest, whatever it might be down here. So this is a house. It's quite easy to build, doesn't take too many resources, and it looks quite nice in a little village if you want to set up in a villager village, or if you want to build your own as well. So if you want to weaponize your house, if you want to make sure the Anonymous don't steal all your goods and take away everything that you've worked so hard for, then you might want to come over to these other houses that I've rigged up with some cheeky traps, because I've watched a video recently explaining all different traps that are really useful if someone's trying to raid your base and steal all your stuff. So let's go have a look at them. This takes us to house number 2. So this house has a little trap hidden inside, ready to catch your enemies off guard, ready to catch Anonymous. So from the outside, it looks like all the other houses in your village, except you go in and the raiders see a chest. And what do you do if you're a raider and you see a chest? You run up to it, you open it up, and boom, you fall down into the void. You're dead. I'd recommend not dropping people into the void though, because 1, you can't break bedrock, and 2, it means you lose all the items and things like that they had on them. So that is not the best kind of way to drop them in. What I'd recommend is just a big pit that they fall to their doom in and take a lot of damage, or a little pit where you bombard them with potions or lava or something like that, and make it so you can keep the items. So house number 3. So this time we've got a little trap set up, except this time you're not worried about your base staying fine because your location has been leaked. You don't care if that base goes sky high. You don't care if it takes down everyone with it. If you're going down, everyone else is. So I'll show you how this one works first. So under here we have a dropper, a dispenser, sorry, what's got an arrow in it, loaded, ready to fire. And what it's going to do is fire at this end crystal here, which is going to set off a chain reaction for all this explosive down here. It's going to blow up whoever is stupid enough to come down here And this is all activated by a little pressure plate just there in the doorway. So let's get our armor on. Let's see how much this bad boy does. I'm coming to raid the TKONs. I want to take all their goodies, and here I am. I found their house. Now let's take them down. Right. I'm coming in, boys. I tell you. Watch out for me. I'm coming, and boom. Half a heart. Boom. And quite a blown up area. And yeah, that's going to leave your enemies very unsuspecting at this point. If you happen to sit around, waiting for them to blow up, you can take these guys out so easily right now. Their hunger's down, they're on 2 hearts. They're going to have to either gap or get out of there. You've got them where you want them. So this now takes us to house number 4. So this house has got a trap that has not been seen before, a new one to the TKON channel that I have died to many a times, annoyingly, and I will show you how that works now. So here we are again. Anonymous have come knocking at your door. They found your coordinates, they found your base, they're going to raid everything, but you're going to beat them. You're going to outsmart them. You've got the smarts. So this is what you do. Okay, they come in. Boom, they're knocking on your door. They're breaking through. They see your plant pot. They're taking all your plants. They're savage people. Breaking your ladder. Want to know what's upstairs, but don't care enough because they found this trap door down here. So they go down into the trap door, see this little dungeony looking thing, and see a chest. So they go over to the chest, open it up, nothing in there, but bang, arrows everywhere. What do? Panic, you're getting battered. Boom, you're dead. I was killed by magic. So let me show you how this bad boy works. I'll show you how this trap works. I've just took my shader packs off just so you can see in here, because otherwise it's very dark. But you have a trap chest here, little did you know that. And also here are some pistons. These are normal pistons, not sticky, so they push these 2 blocks into this position and shut you in this little 1x1 hole here. So obvious flaws of this is that you could just be back here and just get crushed by this, or you could be back here, open it, and just miss the whole trap completely and still get all the stuff from the chest if you put anything in there. However, you could redesign this trap, for example, to be down a longer corridor, and for example the piston blocks to be there to trap you in a smaller space and have more chance of actually trapping people and killing people in there. Furthermore, if we go around here, this is how it all works. So behind the trapped chest is a piston. When that trap chest is activated, this piston pushes out, breaking this torch here. This then sends a signal down to these pistons, locking the doors, making sure you can't get out, sending you in a panic. What also happens is that this piston here is activated, which breaks this bit of redstone here, which will then set this repeater off and set the dispenser firing many arrows of harming, many instant damages, which will hurt you a lot. This is the fastest repeater you can get, so that's going to fire them as quick as you saw. It will nail someone. On top of that, just before all those arrows start firing out, there's another piston down here that gets activated, revealing away the dispenser and taking back this block here, so that the arrows can actually fire through and one bomb whoever's in your way. So that is how this trap works. Very simple to set up if you have used redstone before. If you haven't used redstone before, I'd start a bit more basic and maybe try something a little bit more simple and understanding how to set up the lights first and things like that. But needless to say, it's very effective. This has been Dagz's guide on how to build a little house and arm it and trap it should the coordinates and location of this base ever be revealed and you want to get your own back and be ahead of the game. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button, as that super helps us get noticed, and make sure to turn on notifications so you see when we go live for our live streams and upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. They're knocking on the door, they're coming to break in, and they see this chest. Open it up, trapdoor. 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 Oh, flipping heck.